everyone. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. Hopefully you had a lot of fun with us at the Ask a Question segment. And of course, we are happy to have Mr. Letgo join us again on this other side of the conversation, which is, which kind of man should we all stay away from? He's literally dropping the gems, and I feel like I'm getting shinier and shinier by the day, because he's just like, I'm just like, okay, guilty.
He's talking to you.
Yes. He shut all of us up, especially me and Amy.
Exactly.
The next one here is men to stay away from, which is control freaks. Also comment, let us know, what kind of men do you think people should really stay away from? Write it down below. And also share the video and tag your friends.
It's like, I've dated a control freak, but I didn't realize that the person was a control freak. Or I ignored the signs that he was a control freak. Okay, so I remember one time our school had like it was like a talent show. It was like an event, right? And he came to my house and then he left, and I was like, okay, tonight I'm going to bed. But he knew that event was happening, and after he left, of course, again, I sneak him and went to the event with my friends, and he pulled up on me.
Like, I'm feeling, my heart is not feeling right just hearing your story, like hearing that, like,
yeah, that sounds almost abusive.
It was bad.
Well, a lot of women are in those relationships in our community.
I had a friend like who like basically the husband will tell them like what to wear and what not to wear, and it's like also like even their friends, like Amy said, they were like, oh, this is your friend, she's too loud, like she's this, or this is your friend, she's do this. But at the end of the day, when you look back at it, you knew that it was kind of like they were just trying to control the wife, so that basically the wife would not have like any friends, and it was just with him, and then he could kind of just manipulate.
What hurt was I was younger, and he was way more mature than I am. He was a lot older than I am. And it's like he was just trying to like suppress me every time I tried to like go out and have a good time. You guys are looking like, do we know him? No, none of y'all know him. Chill out.
Just like Amy said earlier, how many mistakes can a man make? Well, once a man starts telling you, don't wear this or don't be around this person, why don't you leave? Controlling people, they'll come out of nowhere. Sometimes a guy might act like he's everything, but the day he becomes controlling is the day you start paying attention to his next move, and you start realizing this guy is controlling because he just did it again. Well, that's the time to leave. And then run around telling them, he was controlling for 10 years. But why were you with a controlling person for 10 years?
Do you think also, like he said earlier, we kind of mirror the people that we attract, if I say it right, attract in our lives, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think also maybe there's a sense of controlness in us that attract the controlling men by any chance?
Because
so you call then receive?
That's something that I wanted to bring up earlier.
Okay.
Women are controlling also, but it's a different side of it. See, a man to be like, don't wear that, don't do this, don't be around your friends. Mm-hmm. But a woman would be controlling in a way, well, she'll do it in a subtle way, like, oh yeah, you come live with me. Oh no, I'll cook for you, I'll clean for you, I'll do this for you, I'll do this. Why don't you want to come over? And it's a subtle control, so you're controlling each other, because like I said earlier, you attract who you are. So sometimes you're the person that's controlling, and you put the man in a situation where he's controlling. So in order for him to feel like he's a man, he starts controlling you, because you both are insecure individuals in yourself, and you both are kind of like fighting with each other for control.
Hold that right there. Let's just all drink some water and cool off. If you're watching, comment below if you believe in what Mr. Letgo is saying. Is he hitting some nerves there? I think he's like literally stepping on some toes and feet and a whole bunch of bodies right now.
Is it every time you see a sign you just walk away, or do you actually talk about it? And do you believe in talking about an issue? No, because it seems as if what he's saying is, once you see the sign, just run away. Is that what you're saying?
No, you should walk away.
Right? You should walk okay. Check us away, walk away, run away, jog away.
Back away.
I'm dead.
Get on the track, get away.
You don't have to run. Let me give you a scenario. It's not about controlling. I'm just going to give you a scenario, right?
Okay.
Say you were brought up where the man or your dad had you walking on the inside of him. He was very protective and he made you feel safe, right? So you go out with a guy and he's okay with you walking on the outside of him and he doesn't hold the door for you, things like that, right? Now, you don't just run away from that because he may have been raised differently, but he's doing something that is unfavorable. You can just let him know, like, hey, just so you know, yesterday I didn't feel safe. And he's going to say, you didn't, what do you mean? Well, I grew up where the man walks on the outside of a woman. He holds the door. He does things like that. And he'll be like, oh, okay. And then you go out with him again and see if he does it. And then you go out with him again and see if he does it. And if he continues to do it, he learned from something.
So bring it up. If you see improvements, stay. If you don't see any changes, then run away. But catch a train and just walk into the train station.
Right. They may not be controlling. You just may not be their preference.
Oh my God. Oh, Amy, go ahead and make sure you pay us for this therapy session when we're done. Okay. Put that money in our account. And also, you that are watching, put that money in the sister show account. Okay. So the next one is we think as women we should stay away from stingy men. And let me explain, Mr. Letgo, in the African culture context. They don't want to spend anything. They might think even this here is too much money, that the woman is not supposed to spend all that money, even if I made the money and want to buy it, right?
This is the cute culture in Africa. Growing up, all you see is the man who take the responsibility of the household, feed, clothe, and everything. And when you come here, it's a different story. It's not always the case. In an African setting, the man has to take charge of everything. It's like, I don't care how many dates we are on, you still gonna pay for the 100th date.
Does that keep you guys single?
You might be right.
Because at the end of the day, like, just from a supply and demand standpoint, expecting a man to just come in and just any random woman that he chooses, he has to pay for everything. That's not really how it works. Sometimes a man isn't stingy. He just doesn't want you. He doesn't want to invest in you because a man exchanges resources for sex in a woman's favor, and a woman exchanges her favor for a man's resources. So it depends on what your favor in sex or, femininity is versus his resources. But somebody said, I'm keeping myself up. I'm spending all this money on myself. Well, I just won't be with you. And that's the thing, because a man is going to choose where he extends his resources.
Spend her own resources on those things. Would you be okay with that?
Well, according to your culture, the guy is expected to spend everything on the woman. So I'm just staying within your parameters of what you're saying. So those particular type of women will most likely stay single for a long time because if to pay everything and you are expensive to keep up because of all the things that you have going on versus this woman over here that doesn't. I'm going to pick this woman over here and you can possibly stay single for another 30 years because of your upkeep if I'm expected to pay everything. Because I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I got to pay for all your stuff and I got to pay for the house and I got to take care of the kids and I got to do all. I'm not doing that because you are like a third car note. The car note might be like
a house note.
A house note. I'm paying.
You're watching and you're agreeing with Mr. Letgo. I'm sure a lot of African men right now are agreeing with Mr. Letgo on this one. I don't know about the women, but if you agree with him, whether you're a woman or man, go ahead and comment below. Let us know and let us know why you agree with him.
We control access to relationships. The only thing women control is access to sex. And we get sex anywhere, and you can't get a relationship anywhere. You can, but you're not gonna be happy. So we actually bring something. So we're bringing access to relationships and resources. So just sitting there and not doing nothing, being pretty, isn't necessarily enough
So that's not enough? I have to do more? No, I'm kidding.
Be more. Be
more.
Do more.
Yeah, maybe the women are thinking, okay, you have to do all these things to look good and look upkeep, but that may actually drive the guy away, because when they woman, they may be thinking, wow, this is a high.
Hold on, let me put my hair in a ponytail. Or let me take the wig off. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. No,
that's the wigs, the lashes, the makeup. I'm sure the makeup is expensive. You know,
yes.
You guys do the little face stuff, and then the little brush stuff, and then the eyeliner stuff, and then the lipstick stuff.
I don't see a problem with me wanting to spend my own money, okay, to buy these things.
So you can do whatever you want to do, but if I'm expected to pay for it once I get with you, you're going to stay single, because I'm not going to do it.
So this is yeah. So now that I've explained that African context, let me give you another context here. A lot of us are more now aware. We know better, right? And that's why a lot of us have a job and are more responsible. So we would not expect you to do all of that and then pay for our hair, makeup, eyelashes. Just yesterday, a girl sent me a message and wanted us to touch on this. Why is it that us, the independent woman, are still single?
Because you're independent.
I'm done with you.
That's simple.
So what should I be?
Independent black single woman.
No,
okay,
man,
so I want to understand.
Independent. This is the problem, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There are thousands of women who just simply listen to other women, and that's the reason why so many women are single. They have no understanding of what's actually going on. Nobody wants an independent woman. It might be a small amount of men who want an independent woman because they want to come move in with you and live with you and be under you and you be his mommy. But any man that doesn't want a woman to be his mommy isn't attracted to independent women.
What do y'all want though? I'm tired of it.
We want a woman that is
just listen. He's telling you.
I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm saying. So now you want to, well, what do you want? You know, like, is a frustration. Well, I understand the frustration because so many women have taught you wrong, because women, if you just look at the woman or women that you have listened to in the past, most likely they're single just like you. So they don't know what the heck they're talking about either. What happens? Women just run around talking to each other and none of them have anything. It's like homeless people getting real estate advice from another homeless person. It makes no sense. No man, no masculine man wants an independent woman, because the word independent means not needing of any outside source. So you want a man to come do this and do that, but you're running around saying, I don't need a man to do this and do that. That makes absolutely no sense. So what happens is an independent woman will get with a masculine man, a provider and a protector, and the first thing you're going to naturally do is argue his belief system.
Mr. Letgo, pause right there. We're going to take a screenshot of Dr. J's face right now. It's on the floor. You just stepped on it.
But
and Amy, this is the problem. You hear her, right? She's like, I think. That's the problem. Stop thinking and listen to what a man or other men are actually saying, because what you're thinking about or your opinion doesn't matter, because you're on the other side. You're a woman, and it's important to find out what men want and not what you want.
Listen, I'm turning into coming to America. Coming to America first. Woo, woo, woo.
What do men want? This is my problem. Okay. My problem is you want a woman who is sensible, correct? A woman that is going to make great decisions for your household.
The problem is here, when you ask a question, you just ask a question as,
what do you guys want, or what do you expect from a woman? And
That's
want
what
to
I
know
was
what
trying
you
to
guys
tell him.
want.
If you find this conversation juicy and really extremely helpful and important, please comment below. And if Amy's face is also on the floor, step on it and comment.
Amy just did it again. This is the 4th time she did it. She just said, that's what I'm trying to tell him. What I think is this. I feel like this. This is the problem. This is the problem. Where because you started the question off, so what do men want? And then you turn around and said, well, what men want is.
She asked a question and then she's trying to answer your question.
That's an independent woman mindset. So imagine being in a relationship. Imagine if me and Amy was in a relationship, how I'd be like, well, I'm gonna just hang up. Because I let you talk to yourself. Like,
you are just hang up. This is the thing. I'm gonna speak up for every independent woman. Okay?
Okay.
Speak for yourself.
Hold the throat. Listen.
No, hold on. No, hold on.
Hold the flag.
Wait, y'all are independent women too?
No. She's speaking for her crew. That's other side. I'm not.
My gang.
Okay.
She's holding the flag. Where's the flag?
Okay.
Wave it, Amy.
So this is the thing, right? When we say, oh, we are independent, or this is what we are independent, we're not saying that we're not going to be your wife or the girlfriend, right?
But you're not, because we're not going to choose you.
You're not gonna what?
We're not going to choose you, so you're not going to be our wives because you're independent women.
What do you have to say? How do you feel about relationships?
Now she's looking for somebody else to tell me what men want.
No.
As a woman.
How do you feel about
Another single woman.
Like, what is your
I'm a
objective?
single woman who ain't got no man.
Right?
The flag.
So she went to another woman who doesn't have a man to tell me what men want.
Listen, I think now you just need to listen to what Mr. Letgo have to say about what are men looking for.
You know what we have to do, Ole and Dr. J and the audience, if you guys agree. We're going to book a session just for Amy. You're going to DM us later, Mr. Letgo, tell us your fee, and we're going to collect some money among the sisters. And if we can pay your fees, we will book a session for Amy, her friend, Miss Yaje, and her other friends with the flags, the single independent woman flag.
This is for anybody in the audience also. Like, if you want to, because this is what I do, and this is how I help women.
Right.
If you want to send me a DM and do a one-on-one consultation with me, just go to Mr_letgo on Instagram and just send me a DM right now, and we'll book a session. I actually have a session that I'm about to go on to also. So this is what I do. So, and then at the same time, if you want to a course that would help you understand these things, go to mrletgo.com also. But like I said, just send me a DM and we'll work everything out.
We are so grateful. This was a delight. I mean, we could have you for hours and not be done. Hopefully you'll join us again on the Sister Show on the platform right here to have all these amazing conversations with you. And go ahead and follow him. If you're single, get some gems from him. I mean, he will set you straight.
Book some sessions, Amy.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Letgo. We appreciate
Thank you.
Don't worry, I'll be calling you.